let it be known that this is the third time I've had to record this intro, because the second time I recorded this intro, my mic was muted. So I'm rusty.
こんにちは、デモンです。
Okay, so like I said, I am really rusty and I haven't done a YouTube video in a while, so I'm really just winging this one. I am doing my monthly cosplay, which if you follow me on Instagram, you know that I have not been doing my monthly cosplays monthly like I've been supposed to, but I'm trying to get back on my bullshit right now, so we're gonna try to do this month. We're gonna do Marin Kitagawa from My Dress Up Darling. I finished this anime maybe a couple of months ago and I really loved her and I really, really wanted to cosplay her. The problem is she's got so many outfits. She has so many outfits that it's just kind of hard to pick which one of her you want to cosplay. So I decided we're just gonna go with the basic. Maybe down the line I'll do a different cosplay of hers. Cosplay one of her cosplays of her cosplay. You know what I mean. But so for today, we're just gonna get started on her everyday school look. So my first piece of the cosplay has come in. It is this beautiful blonde wig from Map of Beauty. You know, I love Map of Beauty. It's an Amazon company. Their wigs are really, really cheap and they're super easy to style and they're great for taking synthetic dyes, and I just love them. So today, the first thing we're gonna do is dye this wig. Um, Kitagawa's hair is like the most simplistic. Her hairstyle basically looks like every cosplay wig default. And if you cosplay or you've ever seen a cosplay wig straight out the box, you know exactly what I mean. But I think that because I'm going to be doing this cosplay on myself, what the fuck does that mean? So I think since I'm going to be cosplaying this character myself, I want to kind of cater the wig to a more melanated skin tone. So I might add some curls, I think. I might use a flexi rod set. And I'm definitely going to ink dye it. So I think that that's what I want to do. So today is May 2nd. I am trying to get this cosplay done by Saturday. Um, so we're on a little bit of a crunch time, but we'll see. So that would give us until May 7th. So we've got a literal like week here to get this done. But today is boop, May 2nd. Oh, can you see that? Can you see that? It's May 2nd, 8:20. You're just going to have to take my word for it. So let's get started. Okay. You guys can see she's pretty thin, which is not a problem. We're going to end up curling her anyway, so it's actually better that the wig is kind of thin. We're going to go ahead and use our 70% rubbing alcohol. And I love this because it's just got a little squeezy hole, so I'm just going to squeeze some in. To the bottle. I'm honestly not even going to fill it up that much. It's like filled up right to the bottom here because we're only dyeing the ends. This color is actually really, really close to Kitagawa's hair anyways. This is light blonde, Map of Beauty, I want to say 18 inches. I will put the link to this wig in the description box below. Oof, got stuck. And then I am just using Liquitex acrylic ink. And I'm just going to get some up into the dropper. And we are going for like a pretty light pink, so I'm just going to go for about 5 drops here. And of course I've got pictures of Kitagawa pulled up for reference. And just give that a little shake. Okay. And like I said, I've got this picture pulled up for reference. It's a pretty light pink. It's kind of like a rose color. But it's like a deep rose. So I don't know if that makes any sense. But, oh, almost forgot. Gloves. Because this stuff will stain your hands. So always, always, always put on some gloves or be prepared to have hands the same color as your ink dye. Okay? So we got our gloves. I'm going to grab a little bit of test hair right in the back. Very, very, very tiny piece of test hair. And I've put down some cardboard. I don't know if you guys could hear it. Put down some cardboard over my floors because like I said, this stuff will stain. And so then I'm just going to spray it directly onto the hair, just lightly. And it's really going to saturate the hair, like really going to saturate the hair. And so then I can kind of see what kind of color we're getting. And that's what we've got there. It's like, let me use my, so you guys can't see it very well on the camera right now, but this is basically the perfect color. This is basically a perfect match for what I'm wanting. So I am going to go ahead and soak the rest of her hair. Alright, just hopping into voiceover mode here to kind of elaborate on some of the process here. Basically, I just took that Liquitex acrylic ink mixture and I sprayed the ends of the hair twice. I fully saturated the ends of the hair, let them dry, and then fully saturated again, just because when the hair is wet, it's going to look a lot darker than it actually is. And so you want to make sure that you let the hair fully dry before you decide whether the color is what you want or not. So the next day, after it had been fully dried overnight, I went ahead and twisted the ends of the hair, only the ends of the hair, in plexi rods and basically boil dipped it. So with boil dipping, you want to use nearly boiling water, but you don't want to get the water actually boiling. You don't want to see bubbles, you just want to see steam. It's really important that you don't let the water boil too hot because you don't want to damage the wig. You just want the heat high enough so that you can set the curls in place. Also, be careful with your fingers. This is literally scalding hot water, even though it's not boiling. So just be very careful when you dip it in there. And I'm strictly making sure that I only am dipping the ends of the hair into the water. I don't want to dip the whole wig because this wig had a very nice natural wave to it, and I want to keep that wave. So I don't want to dip the entire wig because if I dip the entire wig, it's going to straighten out all of the hair. So we're just gonna just the tip. Okay. Okay, so it is Thursday. It is Thursday, May 5th, and I don't I think that I may have botched my chances of getting this cosplay done within the week or by Saturday, but I'm gonna hold out hope. So I was able to find the cosplay that I wanted on Amazon, and of course I will link it down below. Uh, but I botched it because I originally ordered a wrong size. I didn't read the chart measurements right, and so I got sent the wrong size and I had to send it back. Luckily, I was able to send it back, get the right size, and the size has come in now. But now I'm nervous that it's not gonna fit because I literally just like got the correct size. I didn't even think about, oh, should I size up? Should I size down? Because I wanted to do I wanted to do Kitagawa's measurements, but I'm like, do I even have the like right size to do that? Should I have gotten a bigger size than I actually needed? I don't know. But anyways, here's the here's the package. Luckily, I was able to find a cosplay that was Amazon Prime, so I was able to get it the next day. Um, Mind you, my contacts still haven't come in. Obviously, those aren't from Amazon, but I thought I fast shipped them. So we'll see. So a lot of unnecessary plastic going on here. What do you know? More unnecessary plastic. Okay. So let's go try it on and see if this fits. Okay, so here are my thoughts on this cosplay right out the box. One, the necklace is really poor quality. This is just lazy craftsmanship. Um, but it's easily fixable because leather work is something that I'm pretty used to and pretty keen on. And I've got a lot of chokers laying around that I could easily modify. Second of all, the shirt. I don't know what it is about Amazon cosplays that they always have this problem with the overly boxy shoulders. Luckily, I have some sewing experience with this particular issue because I had the same problem when I cosplayed Runa. Um, and I can just take that in. The skirt is ridiculously short in the back, which is not necessarily uncommon. Just kind of annoying that people don't take into consideration that people have butts. That's all that it is. But the plus sides of this cosplay is that the shirt is very roomy. So there's plenty of space. I only have on my like standard cosplay bra right now that kind of just gives me a little bit of cleavage and kind of pushes everything up because I have zero titties. Um, so this shirt has plenty of space for me to pad out Kitagawa's shape because she's very top heavy. Um, like I said, other plus sides is that the accessories are literally just accessories. I got a tie and some socks, and they're literally just regular tie and regular socks. They're just regular old, regular accessories, and they're decent quality. Um, so yeah, I as far as Amazon cosplays go, I would probably give this like 4 stars, 4 out of 5 stars. Not super great, but a lot of the issues that are with it have are kind of just expected from um mass production cosplay. It's just kind of to be expected. This boxy shoulder thing is just kind of like a to be expected thing. Um so yeah, let's get into the cosplay modifications, and hopefully I have not shot myself too much in the foot and I can get them done before the week is out. So starting with the easiest modification, I just went ahead and decided to transfer the pendant from the choker that they gave me onto a choker from my store. I sell these on my Etsy shop, so I had plenty laying around that I could use. So I just took the bell pendant off of the one that I wanted to use and replaced it with the little tag pendant that they gave me, just using a pair of normal needle nose pliers. It was super simple, nothing too elaborate going on there. As far as changing the shape of the shirt, also very simple. I just tried the shirt on and pinned it where I thought the shoulders needed to be brought in. And I just kind of went back and forth, making sure that I was pinning the insides of the shoulders evenly until I found what I was looking for and how I wanted it to look. After that, I just flipped the sleeves completely inside out, flattened them down as much as possible, and sewed all the way around them, following a guideline from the original stitch. Now, a lot of people will remove the sleeves completely, but I find this to be kind of a waste of time, if I'm being perfectly honest. Plus, like I said, I like to use the original stitch as a guideline to make sure that the new stitch that I'm putting in is even. It's very, very important that you smooth out the fabric as much as possible while you're doing this, and you go very, very slowly. If you don't, you may bunch the fabric and you may not get a good even line, in which case I recommend just starting over. This is what it looks like when I messed up on mine, and as you can see, it is not pretty. So I just plucked that stitch out and just started that sleeve completely over, and it looks much smoother if you have one continuous stitch. So I recommend just starting over. All right, welcome to my kitchen. I am doing hopefully my final check-in for this video, and I am telling you guys today is May the 10th. Can you see that? I don't want anyone to think I'm bullshitting. It says it on my watch too. It's May the 10th. May the 10th. Um, and the reason why I wanted to do a check-in so you guys knew that I wasn't bullshitting is because I, at the beginning of this video, said that I wanted to get this cosplay done in 7 days. Essentially, what happened was the contacts that I ordered on the 30th, I was pretty damn sure that they were going to arrive by the end of the week, which is what was pushing me to get this cosplay done by the end of the week in 7 days. However, I am fairly confident that the company that I bought the contacts from scammed me, and I will not be receiving those contacts. So I just wanted to check in and let you guys know that I am doing this final check-in. I am doing my photographs on the 10th. So I did not make it. I did not make the cut for doing it in 7 days. I failed my own challenge, but I wanted to come in and check in and tell you guys that because I wanted to include this as part of the video. I wanted to let people know that when you're cosplaying and things don't go your way and you throw that cosplay in the back of your closet and you say, fuck it, I'll deal with it later, you are totally valid and it's totally normal. I know people see people who cosplay on Instagram and at conventions and stuff, and they talk about, oh, I had my cosplay started months ago and it took me forever to finish. People get discouraged because they don't think that it's realistic to be a cosplayer that procrastinates when the vast majority of cosplayers are procrastinators. The vast majority of us throw crap in the back of our cosplay closet, box, hamper, whatever you want to call it, your cosplay bin of lies, and you go, well, I'll deal with it later. That's totally normal. It's totally normal to get upset and frustrated with something and throw that cosplay away and come back to it later. And I wanted to put that in this video and just to say, yeah, I did not get this cosplay done in 7 days, but I still got it done, and that's what counts. Because if you've got a cosplay sitting in the back of your closet thinking, it's already been a month now, this character is not even relevant anymore, who cares? Just finish the cosplay. It doesn't matter if you cosplay the character years after they're relevant. Just do it. Just finish your cosplay. Finish it whenever you finish it and have fun with it. People get down on themselves so much with like having to cosplay a certain character within a certain time frame or else it's not going to be relevant anymore. And then it just takes the fun out of it. And so I just felt like it was important to share this check-in. So this will probably be the last check-in I do for this video. I don't know, but I just wanted to check in and let you guys know, yeah, today is May 10th. I did not get this done in 7 days.